So you probably clicked on this video wondering if 240Hz is that much better than 144Hz. And while I can't give you a clear concise answer, I can give you my personal experience with both a 144Hz monitor and a 240Hz monitor, which I've used each of them for both about 6 months, and the difference is pretty staggering. So today I'm going to be looking at two monitors. The first one is a 144Hz LCD monitor, a VG248 by Asus, and I've used this for about 6 or 7 months before I went to 240Hz. So this is a pretty good monitor overall, just for gaming in general, but it also has some pretty cool features, such as it comes with stereo speakers, which they're not the greatest in the world, but if you don't have anything else, they're pretty good. And then there's a four-way ergonomic design, so basically you can tilt the screen like any way you want. I'm not sure why you would ever need that, but it's there. And it can lift up or down on the stand, which allows it pretty much a full range of viewability, no matter like how high or low you are sitting. So it's 1920 by 1080p. There are some 144Hz monitors that can go to higher resolutions, but I just decided to stay with the full HD. It is 1 millisecond of not refresh time of input lag, so that's gonna just give you a better edge over any 60Hz monitor in general, because they can't really keep up to like the input lag of higher hertz monitors. So the next monitor I'm going to be looking at is the 240Hz monitor, and this is the ViewSonic Gaming XG 2530 25 inches full HD monitor. Oh yeah, and by the way, on the other monitor, that is a 27-inch monitor, and this one is 25 inches, so there's a slight difference there. But yeah, this thing, it really is just a powerhouse for first-person shooter gaming. Like this, you probably wouldn't use this to play one of your favorite role-play games, like The Witcher or something like that, because with that you want to get just a clearer picture, a better picture, because the one problem that this monitor really has is that you're not gonna like use it for a game that looks good, or you're not gonna use it for art design, because the colors are just really murky. You can definitely notice that compared to like any other screen. Like even a cheap screen probably looks a little better than this one, because of like, unfortunately, to get that 240Hz look, you're gonna have to sacrifice the good color for the frames. But overall, I'd say it's pretty like tolerable. Like you're not gonna be able to notice any discrepancies between switching to this monitor, except a tiny bit of gray mesh if you can get the right settings. But other than that, it's a really great monitor. It has kind of the same capabilities as the 144Hz monitor, like it can tilt up or down, it can do all that stuff, and it also has speakers as well, which is pretty cool. Speakers, like the other monitor, aren't that great though, so I don't really use them. But yeah, so after a couple of months of using both of these monitors, the 240Hz monitor just knocks it out of the water. I mean, and shouldn't be a surprise at all, considering it's about like $250 more, I believe, because the other monitor I think was $250 and this one was $520, so definitely a higher price tag than the other one. And what you're gonna notice off the bat when switching from 144Hz to 240 is that the picture is just so much more clear. Like, I don't know if anyone has ever been able to tell you a clear and concise answer like that, but I can say it's like going from 60Hz to 144 and doing it all over again, going from 144 to 240. Because if your computer has the capabilities to actually handle that level of processing power, then you're gonna notice a difference immediately, especially in games like Counter-Strike, Overwatch. Those two are like the biggest difference I've seen, and you're definitely gonna step up your game if you get a 240Hz monitor. And something else you just want to consider is that compared to 60Hz monitors is the idea of the higher your frame rate, essentially the lower your input lag is going to be. So when going from 144Hz to 240, I immediately noticed something, which was the input lag. Now, if you're an experienced first-person gamer, input lag is gonna be just everything for you. You're gonna notice that right off the bat, because I can notice that when I move my mouse, it moves like immediately with it. You're not gonna notice the tiniest bit of input lag, because that's just how fast the monitor is. And so yeah, that's really all I can say about that, because you know, you're paying extra for 240 hertz. You're gonna get what you get. You know, it's gonna be always better than 144 hertz, obviously. But is the difference really that big? Well, yes, because the difference between the picture before and after, you're gonna notice an immediate difference. It's gonna be easier to aim as well, because you're not gonna have to worry about something skipping frames or your screen tearing, because your monitor just refreshes faster than the frame that would tear. The only problem with the 240 hertz monitors, like I said before, is their murky color. It's easy to get over if you're just playing first person shooters. Plus, another problem actually is something with your PC itself, is that it takes a lot of processing power to really hit 240 frames per second on a consistent basis. So something you have to do is put all your games onto ultra low to try and hit that, which kind of sucks. But you know, if you want that advantage, then you're gonna do that. And other than that, really, the only problem is that it's expensive itself. 240 hertz monitors, I think, haven't dropped under $500 yet, so that's something to consider as well. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say in this video, is that 240 hertz, you're gonna get a lot better of a picture, a lot better of an experience than 144 hertz. Like, that's undeniable. There are some cons to getting 240 hertz, but you're going for the 240 FPS. It looks incredible, and if you're considering buying one, only do it if you really play first person shooters. You're not gonna want to do this when you're playing like an RPG like World of Warcraft or League of Legends or The Witcher 3. Like, you just don't want to do that. It's not worth your money. But if you're playing first person shooters and you want to get that extra edge, then it's totally worth it, and I would recommend it.